Welcome back. The conflict in Middle East is only escalating as Israel's military chief has now stated that the country will respond to Iran's attack and is waiting for a decision from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu amid fears of escalation. Meanwhile, Iran said it will respond in seconds to any strikes from Israel and would even deploy weapons never used before if necessary. Times Now has exclusively spoken to Israeli Ambassador to India, Naor Gilon, who has decoded the current situation in the country. Listen in.
The West Asia is at a brink. Iran's attack on Israel over the weekend has left the whole region as well as the world talking about what next in West Asia. We are being joined in by the Ambassador of State of Israel to India, Naor Gilon. Thank you, sir, for joining us on Times Now. If I may ask, what's the situation in Israel 24 hours since the attack happened?
So the situation is good thanks to our abilities to block it together with the US and other friends in the region. But luckily, there were, of course, around 350 rockets and cruise missiles, and UAVs coming towards Israel, carrying about 60 tons of explosives together. We were able to intercept 99% of these, and the few that penetrated through created really very little damage. Unfortunately, one young 70-year-old girl, Muslim girl, Bedouin from the south, was severely injured. We pray for her well-being. But other than that, the situation is the same. Look, we are already Iran is fighting Israel by proxy for years. It's an ongoing war. But it was escalated on October 7, where one of its main proxies, Hamas, infiltrated Israel and massacred 1,200 people, civilians and soldiers and foreigners and Israelis, and did atrocities. And then other proxies. When I speak of proxies, these are organizations that are financed, trained, and equipped by Iran. Hezbollah in the northern border, and then Shiite militias in Syria and Iraq, and the Houthis in Yemen, who are not only shooting at Israel but also at international shipping, disrupting it. All of them started fighting with Israel in parallel. And what happened now with Iran, it's already the next level, that for the first time ever, Iran engaged Israel directly from its own territory. So this is a new phase. In general, everything is coming on Israel. We are trying to react. We are not doing anything but trying to bring back security to our people.
So while the US, the UK, Saudis, as well as Jordanian Air Force did help you tackle the incoming attack, but just after that, there was a call between President Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu. The report says that White House is not very keen for Israel to retaliate. Other countries are also pressurizing Israel not to escalate the situation from here. How do you see the international pressure coming in?
So, first of all, we are thankful to all our friends, starting with the Americans, the Brits and others, the French. But, we respect what they ask from us and what they tell us and what they do for us. At the end of the day, it's our responsibility to maintain the security and safety of our people. And I think that Iran overcrossed the line this time in a big time. And we have to send a message that this is totally unacceptable. We will do that while consulting with our friends, but the responsibility and the last decision has to be of Israel, because we are speaking of the well-being of our population and our guests in Israel. So I think this is very important, that we do whatever we need at the time, and we can decide on the timing, on the place, on how to do it, where to do it. But this is, the retaliation can come later on. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. We'll wait and see.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Clean by. It's a tile lad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।